Hi Rick, here we are. I did up a video for you because I know you're a visual learner about the stuff we tried to work on today. First thing, I have you side by side with professional golfer over here, Grant Waite. Um, First things first, this is we're really stressing setup position with you, getting in a proper setup to start, and everything looks pretty good except for our arm position. So I'm just gonna give you that look here. If you notice, we've talked about this. If you notice Grant Wade, his arms, there's that rod that we like to call it, straight down position. Okay, with the left arm in the club, you notice his hands are just left of his zipper line, and you notice you have a manipulated kind of forward press with those hands. Okay, so we're gonna want you to get a little more in this area. Okay, right down to the ball. Okay, get your hands just pretty much in front of your zipper line for you, right in there. Alright, so we'll get right into the swing here. I'm going to put a couple lines on your left hip and one along our right leg line towards your right hip. Okay, we talked about today when we do our backswing, sliding over to our back foot, which let's go ahead and take a look at our swing here. As you go ahead and start rotating and turning into the backswing, you're going to notice you start off pretty good, and then we get to a point where everything just kind of gets thrown over to your right side. So as you get over here, you see how far off from that original left hip line right there we slid. When we did it today, it was a good 6 inches away. We're sliding, which brings our total swing center, the bottom of our arc of our pendulum, is also moving to the right. I'm going to clear that up. So as you transfer, you never really recover from that. Once you kind of throw your weight over the right side, it stays on that right side, and now everything starts turning around that right leg. And actually right there is an excellent impact position if the ball was way back here. Okay, but our ball's actually way up here. So we're in trouble. Our weight's on our back foot. Basically, we talk about throwing the ball or tossing a ball to the target. Here, you're throwing the ball off your back leg. You're underhand throwing off your back leg, and you would not do that if you were actually throwing a ball. You'd lead with your front side. So the issue here, we're trying to get you to where we stay. Bring this back here. On our turn back, we feel as though our right hip is turning in towards the target, and that'll keep your left hip is just turning this way, so your hips are kind of going, your left hip is going back, and your right hip back away from you towards your arms and your backswing, and your right hip is heading towards the target. Your hips are swiveling. So we're trying to create space. Let me clear this up. We're trying to create space right in here, which on your backswing you have no space created, and we slid over a lot. Okay, let's go over to our right hand side with Grant Waite. Let's take a look. You can get a visual of him. I'm going to draw this line here. As he goes up and makes his backswing, you're going to notice everything is turning and staying pretty much intact. And as he gets to the top of the swing, you're going to notice space is starting to get created here. His right hip is actually moving towards the target. And then as I continue on the way down, you're going to notice, even right there, even right here, you notice his weight is definitely on that front side, and he's already in a good throwing position. Weight's on the left. You'll notice as he comes down, everything continues to shift, and at impact, right through there, look how far away from that original right leg position he is. Everything is moving, again, that directional, that throw towards the target, everything is moving towards that target. The weight is shifting, everything is moving forward. And as we get on your side, Just watch as you get up. Once you get to that top of the swing, we already threw our weight on our right, but we never recover. And now everything is turning around that right side. So at impact, right through there, you can see there's no space created, in this area. Let me clear all this up. So that's what we originally started. And as you come through impact, that actually looks very, I like that move. Everything is going out through there. That's a great looking swing right there, providing you're swinging from your front leg, not your back leg. So that's the visuals. We're trying to keep our weight a little more on our front side, even in our backswing. We're trying to turn our hips correctly and not throw our weight on the back foot. And we're trying to throw to the target. And there's the issue, right back in here. Everything is thrown over there. Now we're on the right leg. We're on the right leg. We're on the right leg. We want to be over here on that left leg. So we need to keep that hip in position. I hope this helps, Rick. Practice up. I will see you in a couple weeks.